Hi, I'm Valerie,
And I'm Taylor.
and welcome to
Whimsy Gossip,
where we talk all things fantasy.
and our favorite ways to escape reality.
Today's episode.
Today is just a fun episode. Valerie and I have just had a crazy, chaotic week between work and house hunting for Val and a bunch of appointments because ending the getting to the final stretch of the pregnancy. So we wanted just to have more of a laid back episode, which I know a lot of our episodes feel super laid back. But this one we were like, let's just chit chat and just, answer some fun questions, some theories, and kind of engage a bit more with everyone that follows us over on Instagram and kind of just chat with y'all. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Val went and put out a questionnaire thingy on our story on Insta, and we got a bunch of different questions. I don't know what any of them are yet. Val does. We also got some theories and then some fun quotes to guess who said what quote. The only downside is I don't think we actually have the answer to who said what quote. People just wrote in quotes apparently. So this is
So,
going to be really interesting. Yeah.
yes.
So
So just if we
let's
get it wrong, you guys just have to comment down below what's the right answer.
yes. So let's just get into it
Okay.
and we'll
Some
just go from
questions.
there.
Okay.
Ooh, questions. Okay. Are they questions? Did you preface questions about
I just said
books,
ask us
anything?
anything. I said ask us whatever you want. So,
Okay. Oh boy.
yeah. First question, will you branch out to other series is for fan films?
I mean, we would like to eventually do that.
I think that's a very common question. Like we think we got that like 5 times.
Yeah. So, um, Valerie and I have discussed some different avenues for whimsy going forward, where our biggest thing with all of our fan films is always one, staying true to our books, staying loyal to the fan, like the fandom, the community, the books, book is Bible. But then I think when people are a part of our films, we always want to highlight and lift them up in any way we can.
Yeah.
And that goes for cast, crew, extras, anyone who is a part of the film, from costuming, like Colin, to Joe, Obs, and Jen, who HBICs, running stuff behind the scenes. Our biggest thing is we just want to make sure we're always lifting people up, and we want people's talents to be noticed.
Mhm.
So we've talked about Val, you can cut this out if I can't say anything.
I mean, I think I essentially know where you're
Collaborating with indie
going.
authors. Yeah, we would
Yeah.
love to one day. We have plans. Without saying too
We have
much, we have
dreams. We have
plans,
dreams and
dreams.
aspirations
Yeah, to want
to
to kind of
to help
plan,
highlight
work
other
with,
books. Yeah.
yeah, other series, and then make it so we can bring new talent on, just in a bunch of different ways. However, we can expand that allows us to
Mhm.
uplift others and let their talent shine through on screen or behind
Mhm.
the scenes. That's kind of our biggest goal with all of these.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say we would really love to. We've been working on stuff to kind of get us to that point.
Right. I just don't think
But
I don't think either of us feel like we are at that point yet, but we would love to branch out. I think obviously A Court of Thorns and Roses is one of the most popular series like for like adult women.
romanticy.
Um and in the romanticy sphere, it's reaching celebrities, it's reaching all over the place. So I think for the fan film sphere, um it definitely makes the most sense to to do Akatar fan films at the moment, but that doesn't mean that we don't have aspirations to break into other films in the fan film sphere and also in maybe the for-profit sphere at some point. So that's kind of where I'll leave it at. If you have anything else to add,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's can't say too much without like giving everything away
yeah.
and all of our big plans.
Yeah. So another question is, what was it like starting this podcast?
I was just thinking, I just had like a moment of, when um a sound, something like takes you back, like deja vu. I
Mm-hmm.
just had that before we started recording, and I was like, it was like taking me back a little bit, or just like a little memory of when we started the podcast. And I just think of how we had no idea what we were doing. We could
We
not
still
get the
don't.
microphone situation. We don't. We could not get the microphone situation to work. We could not, like, we were just all over the place. I think back, like, we started with Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first series we read together. And I'm so happy it's documented somewhere.
It's
And
so
all of our
good.
crazy, dumb theories. Like, I for sure thought Kale was going to be unalived.
You did.
I was the most convinced. I was like, homeboy ain't making it till the end.
It's just really fun that we were able to enjoy that together at the same time.
Yeah.
Like the buddy reading and yeah, documenting that. I think starting a podcast, honestly, like it is pretty simple. I think the hardest thing about podcasting is like consistency and
I
like
was just about to say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like remaining consistent and also like having something to talk about. Like I look up to fantasy fangirls so much. Lexi and Nicole
Mm-hmm.
have this whole thing down to a T, like a science, and
Yeah.
it shows in their like success.
Episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, but also like how successful they've been is because of how hard they work and how consistent they are. Whereas, you and I, we kind of, we try our best, but this is not our full-time job and also doing all these films the past 2 years has taken a lot out of both of us. So I think the podcast, it's always, I would say, where Whimsy's home is here
Mm-hmm.
on our tried and true shitty ass Riverside. This is where I feel the most home is when it's just you and me in this space, like just chatting about
Yeah.
stuff. Um, yeah, I don't even know if I'm even answering the question at this point, but starting a podcast, it's it's awesome and it's pretty simple, but it's also extremely hard because they a lot of times they
It
fail because
is.
people aren't cannot be consistent. That's what I would
And I
say.
totally understand that because, like, I mean, I'm not even a mom yet.
You are a mom.
And I'm a mom, but like she's still cooking. She goes
Yeah.
everywhere I go right now.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about her running around.
Yeah.
And just like between work, again, the fan films, and if you're watching right now, you can see how tired my eyes are. I had 4 doctor's appointments after working 3 12-hour shifts in a row. I go back to work tomorrow, then I work on Saturday, and then I work on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And it's just, and Val's a full time mom along with a full time employee. And she's in the process of like house hunting and moving to Maryland. And
Yeah.
it's like, you just, life is so busy and trying to find that time to always carve out. And I think even though sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, it's like, it feels almost impossible because you don't want to because you're like, I'm just so tired, I'd rather go take a nap. When you get back into this space, you're like, this
It's
feels good.
getting
And especially
here
when we
that's
have,
is hard. It's getting in
yeah,
here that's hard, but once we're in here, it's like, oh, okay.
easy. And then especially when we have our friends on or different
Mhm.
guests on, it's just really wonderful. And I think this is also a really fun side of it where we get to, like, you guys that listen, thank you to all 10 of you, whoever's out there listening. um,
Yeah.
you guys get to kind of keep up with us every week, and still I feel like it's a way you guys get to know us a little better. If you
Mhm.
haven't met us in person, you guys kind of get to see our personality, our quirks, our weirdness, because Lord knows I'm a little weird. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I just, and I kind of love it. I don't know. There's just, it's not as much pressure. It's just
Yeah.
kind of here.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I
We
feel like
just
it's
show
something that
up.
we always have, like we can always come back to, even if it's
Hmm.
like, I don't know. Again, it feels like home. Like
It
this is
does.
this is where whimsy started, and like this is the heart, I guess, of it
Hmm.
all. Um, okay.
And my husband's going to make us a podcast studio soon. So
Oh my God, that's gonna be so sick.
hopefully our next season will be in a studio.
Yeah, that would be so
Fingers
amazing.
crossed.
Okay. In their next possible fan films, could there
Oh,
be scenes from the fifth book? But then they say Akasif, so I guess they're not counting the novella. So, are there going to be scenes from Akasif in the next fan film? Well, considering that we haven't even announced the next fan film, I can't answer this question.
wait, are they talking about like 65, like the one we just filmed? Maybe?
I mean, it says in their next possible fan films. Yeah.
I can say confidently that we filmed one Nessian scene coming up from it's Mrakasif. It's not a
Yep.
lie.
Yep. That's true.
I mean, I'm a Nessian girly. I'm a Cassian girly. I've been Nesta's biggest fan since the beginning.
Hmm.
Um, so it just I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. There are
Nope.
no Nessian Akasif scenes in chapter 65. There is
I could
a
see that.
Nessian short that's coming out that was
Yeah.
filmed, a bonus scene. And
Yeah.
that's all we can say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys ever go on tour to meet people and fans? I don't think we're
Um,
popular enough to go on
I
tour.
don't think I would, yeah, I would not
Here, back your mic a
think
little bit.
like, yeah, I don't know if I don't think I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't think we're popular enough. And then also I am a I'm an awkward individual.
I would totally go on tour, but I don't see or foresee any world where we're like
Yeah, this
fantasy fan
podcast does well enough.
where we're like
Yeah.
Lexi and Nicole level, like booking out like freaking I don't even know whole venues like they
Yeah.
do. Like there is just no possible way. The best I think that you'll see from us is like going to conventions and maybe doing a panel or two. Like I'll be at EnchancyCon in August and I'm hosting two
I'll be
panels.
giving birth.
I don't know why they're letting me do this. EnchancyCon, if you're listening, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so scared to do this, especially without you.
You're going to be great.
But
You're going to
yeah,
be so good.
but I think that's the most like you'll see from us. Like I think really we're kind of in the conventions, that's are going to be my first convention, Whimsy's first convention. So we'll see how it goes. And if it goes well, if there's conventions that want to have us that are especially in the DC area, do any sort of panels about, fan films or books or stuff like that. I would love to, meet you guys and do stuff like that. I just
Mhm.
don't think we'll ever have a Whimsy tour. I don't know. What do you
No,
think?
I don't think we'll ever have a whimsy tour, but yeah, I guess never say never, but I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't
Yeah.
really know. I don't know how to answer that. Again, I
Yeah.
don't think we're Lexi and Nicole level, but
No.
um
But I would like to go to their
yeah.
tour.
Oh my gosh, same.
Yeah. What are
I would
y'all's
fangirl over the fantasy fangirls.
Oh my God. I'm so excited to meet
Love
them.
them.
I know you got to meet them when I was giving birth, so I'm excited to meet them when you're giving birth. Pretty much
They're
we just
angels.
get to meet fantasy fangirls when either of us are
Not
giving birth.
together.
Not together.
Not
Only when we're
together.
giving birth. It's kind of ridiculous. Um, but hopefully one day we get to meet them together.
I know.
Okay. Next question. What are y'all's thought on the next Imperium book? We haven't
Like
even
what do I
done it
want
on
to
it. We haven't even
happen?
done an Onyx Storm episode, which is
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Which is crazy.
Let's see. The fact that Zayden is Venom, I have so many mixed emotions about.
Oh, spoiler
I
alert.
low Ooh, sorry. Beep beep. Back
Yeah,
it up.
spoilers right here.
Low key. I I know if we were to ever, I'm just saying, just ever touch anything Fourth Wing, right, in the
Oh,
fan film sphere,
I've never heard this.
because
I've never heard this.
yeah, if we ever were to touch anything, because I love her and I think she's super cool, even though she's a villain. I love Theophany.
Hmm.
I do. I
But
just think
you love
she's
her, but you
so.
don't like Ianthe.
I know, but there's just something about Theophany that I'm like, I want to know your backstory.
Mm.
Like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I've seen, yeah, I think
What scene then?
every
You would just want to
time.
bring her to life? Or is there a specific
So,
scene?
okay, so just in case you haven't read Onyx Storm, we're just gonna just spoiler a little bit. We'll just fast forward if you haven't. Because how I look at it is one, logistically, CGI dragons, impossible. Do you know how hard that is?
Yeah,
That's like almost impossible.
it's only
So,
HBO.
exactly. So, most of the scenes with Theophany, there's no dragons.
Mm.
It's like Violet kind of on her own and shit's hitting the fan. And I would just love to be behind the scenes, like watching this all go down. I don't want to be in front of the camera. Um, yeah, so I would just like a one of the scenes either when you know when there's like all like they're not called priestesses, what are they called?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where they're being like
And
saved? The saving scene or whatever?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. And it's more or less like it's kind of cluing in. I just think I like it because it clued into her past. And I just also like
Oh yeah,
the
because she was a former one
banter.
of them. Yeah, that's right.
And that's why her hair, and they're like, I wonder if
That's
like
right.
Violet's hair, that whole situation, that
Oh
whole theory
God,
about
there's so
Violet being
much.
promised,
There's there's
right?
so
Um,
much. We really do need to reread Onyx Storm and do a whole fucking
I
episode. Because I
know,
want
I
to
know,
reread
it's
that
so
book. I
good.
would need a reason. Give me a reason. Just give me a reason. Oh God.
But so I would just love to do that scene.
Okay.
There's not really dragons in it, and also I just love like Violet standing her motherfucking ground,
She was a
like I'm gonna
badass in
save
that book.
such a
Okay, but
badass.
who do you think is the
Um,
brother?
I don't know. I've heard so many
Like,
theories, and
Bodhi's the
it's
easy way out, I feel like.
Bodhi is the easy way. I think it's Brennan,
Brennan?
and I think no, I think Brennan's the brother, and what was his name that saved Brennan? I think
Naolan.
Naolan. I think he's actually now whatever his name is, Zayden's like master kind of guy. We haven't read this book in so long since it came out.
I know.
um
I've only read it once
so
too. But I still
yeah,
think
so
Naolan
I
and Brennan
think
were in love.
exactly, and I think that's why he
Hmm.
wants him. And I think also because Brennan was brought back to life by Naolan, and
Hmm.
what was his name? It's not
The
the guy
sage
who's like in
guy?
control. Yeah, like
I
the
don't know.
higher up guy.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
I think his life and Brennan's life are tied. So I think because Naolan channeled into him and like saved Brennan, I feel like because of that, he's like kind of tied to that mage sage guy. So if that guy dies, Brennan dies.
Ooh.
I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah, I don't know. So like I guess looking towards the next book, yeah,
I want answers.
Zayden only has a slither of a slither left of humanity in him. Like he is just a little bit. He's married to Violet. She doesn't remember anything, which is really weird. Like there's a whole thing of like why did she do that? Like why does she what does she not want to remember? So like that's a whole thing to
Mm-hmm.
like wonder like if that's going to be discovered in the next book. She said we're getting 5 books, so we have 2 left. She also like
Oh my gosh, we only have 2 left.
Yes, there's only
Oh,
two left, according to
I
what
just
she
got
said
full body
before.
chills.
Yeah. So, and also, what all that we have learned in book three was that it's incurable. Everything that we have learned is that you cannot cure it. So, but also, didn't they say like Rebecca, does she love happy endings or she doesn't? I can't remember. Maybe I'm blending things. Was that a thing that
She
was
said she likes happy endings, but
okay?
I mean,
So, I
have you
mean,
read? Okay, listen. Let me let me just say something about Miss Rebecca Yaros. Okay, so one, I've had the lovely pleasure to meet Rebecca now twice,
mhm,
I think.
yep,
Twice.
yep.
She is nothing but lovely every time I
Hate you
meet her.
for it. Hate you for it.
But this woman loves to write an epic story, but in the process, break my heart. In the likely event, I cried. Let's see. Where is it?
Do
Here we
you
go.
think she's going to kill Zayden?
Hallowed ground. Great and precious things. The things we left unfinished or leave unfinished.
So with that, what do you
Ouch.
think? Now
I
how do you think it like so in the next book obviously Zayden I don't know, is Zayden going to get cured in the next book? Is he going to get cured in the fifth book or is he not going to get cured at all?
I think he'll get cured. Pardon me. Okay. My theory is prediction here is in the next book, it's going to be mostly them trying to find a cure. The end, they're going to find the cure and they're going to give it to Zayden, but something's going to happen and they're still going to be separated. And then the fifth and final book will be them reuniting with Zayden. And then Bodhi's probably going to die. I hate to say it. Auric is probably also going to die.
No. Arik like
I
leveled
love
up for
Auric, but
me.
yeah.
Riddick, oh my god, he became like my number
Okay.
one like favorite fucking character. Like
You know, this is going to sound super weird. I'm sitting here reading, thinking about her other characters and her other books that I've read by her,
mhm.
and if they make it. You remember, and if you have not read the book In a Likely Event, 10 out of 10 recommend.
So
It is a
good.
phenomenal palate cleanser when you're in like a fantasy world and you need like a good palate cleanser.
Love that
You
book.
know,
Love that book.
love it. Um, you know, um, the Nate's character, Nate's
Mhm.
best friend, who we're
Mhm.
talking to the whole entire book.
Mhm.
Here's a spoiler. Yeah,
Mhm.
that character, I'm not gonna say much. Like his banter, his personality. Who does that remind you of?
I don't
Liam.
mm,
What happened to Liam?
died.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's not afraid to
So
kill off characters, but
that's the
she
biggest
hasn't
thing.
killed somebody off. Well, she killed her mom.
And she killed off Liam. Unforgivable.
No one died in Onyx Storm, did they? I don't remember anyone dying. No one died.
Professor, the one professor right in the beginning. Was
Yeah,
it
but
Carr?
whatever. Professor Smesher,
Not
whatever.
Carr.
And then that character that died on the island. But no one
Yeah.
really cared about him that much.
Oh my gosh, Cat, my
Yeah,
heart.
that was sad.
I also love Catriona. I really
Yeah.
do.
I have honestly no fucking clue what's going to happen in the next book. I really do not know at all. I have no fucking idea.
I mean,
So,
I'm going to reread Onyx Storm. We have to reread it and we
yeah.
have to get like reacquainted and
And
then we can dive
then
back
really
in.
dive back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's kind of late here.
Have you read the Zodiac Academy?
No, but
No,
everyone tells me it's so good.
I have not read it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move on to some theories. You
Oh
ready for
boy.
this?
No, but okay.
Okay. That Rune and Reese are related. I agree.
Yeah. Duh.
100%. 100%. Rune and Reese are 100% related. And to go even further, I think that Rune is Rhysand's nephew.
Ooh.
Well, because Rhysand's
I
sister is his mother.
was looking at, so after talking to our lovely ladies at Fantasy Podcast, um, I we had this whole chat about like if you could spend one night, not one night with anyone in an SJM novel. Like you got one night, who's your one night? And you know I'm a Cassian girly. I love Cassian. Anyone who's listened to this podcast knows I will take any opportunity I can to talk about my love
Ride
for
at
Cassian.
dawn for Cassian.
Literally me. I need a shirt. I ride at dawn for Cassian and Cassian only. But if I was given one night to have my socks freaking knocked off, it would be Rune. It would be Rune.
Taylor knew one thing for absolute certainty, and that's
It was going to be Rune.
That it's going to be Rune.
It was
For
Rune.
me, it's going to be Dorian. But I 100% agree in that for that theory, 100%. But also,
so I saw this thing though, and it was like if
oh,
you were locked in a room and they put these, sorry,
you're
I'm
fine.
backtracking here, but they put like, it was on TikTok and it was like, oh, you know, if you had to choose one room to be in this one room with all these men and all these SGM, like which room are you choosing? And the first room, it had like Cassian and Rowan in it and someone else and someone else, like 4 different guys. And I was like, I do love Cassian and I love Rowan. And then like I swiped
That's like
next,
not
and it
the
was
Rune
like,
for me. That is not my room.
not your room. And then the next room was like it was Reese, and then but Rune was in there, and then someone else, and then like Lucian, and I was like, Lucian and Rune? Like Reese was not even on my radar at the moment, and I was just like, but Lucian and Rune? Snarky fox boy, snarky emo boy. Still, I'd still take Rune over everything, but I was like, anyway.
That's hard.
There was, I didn't even scroll past to the next room. There was 4 rooms. I only got to room 3 and I was like,
that's my room. That's my room.
That's my room. That's my room.
So
anyway,
do you believe that Rune and Reese are related?
Yes. Yeah. Rune's just like cooler and edgier.
Yeah. They had the same.
If Rhysand didn't have all the responsibilities, I think Reese would totally end up like a Rune. Like if he was not burdened with all the responsibilities, I could see, could you just imagine like Rune or Reese, Cassian, and Az at like, I don't know, Coachella or like a EDM music festival. Why
did I just picture Rune and Reese like smoking a joint together?
Because maybe they would.
I feel like
maybe they would.
Like I'm just imagining like them like finding like Reese like visits Crescent City and like he is just so uptight and high lord and they don't have these things. They don't really talk about. I mean, they have whatever. They go to Rita's, they do whatever. They have wine or whatever. But I just imagine him go popping over to Crescent City and like realizing like this is my nephew and then like just getting high with Rune. I feel like that would be like I want a little novella, like little scene written about Reese and Rune growing out and like eating a bunch of snacks and just like Reese asking Rune questions about Crescent City, like about the world, and I would just die. Like, what the fuck is a phone?
I also think
like, whoa, man.
I also think Cassian and Bryce. Could you imagine, and Bryce and Az too? But like, could you imagine the Bat Boys at like a modern day like nightclub?
That'd be hilarious.
Like, don't think of like the nightclubs like you know that. Like I'm talking like 2014, 2016, 2018 nightclub life before the pandemic where like, cause now if you go out clubbing, everyone's kind of just stands around. They just have to be like too cool. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about like when we wore like, you know, it's 2 degrees outside and we're in mini skirts.
Everyone always is like, those hoes don't get cold.
Yeah, but like, okay, you know that trend? I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok, and it's called like, okay, let me see your white girl dance.
Oh, I haven't.
Okay, well, it's this trend on TikTok, and it's just like everyone dancing to like Kesha's like "Your Love Is My Drug," and all I can imagine is like drunk Cassian with Bryce singing like your love is my drug, and like literally just like drinking
Okay.
together, having a great time, taking shots at like the White
If
Raven.
we ever
And
get Lunathian Zit Girl and Zach in the same room,
oh my gosh. Yes.
because oh
But
my
could you just
God,
imagine how like the word I just need Sarah to write something like that so that
that's
can happen. Like
so funny, dude.
and then like Nesta, Hunt, and Az just chilling on the other side of the bar, like, yep,
Why do I also want Cassian to hook up
that's
with Bryce?
mine.
Why do I also want him to hook up with Bryce?
No,
I
because I
do.
love Hunt and Bryce,
I
and I love
don't.
Nesta and Cassian. Nope, I love Nesta and Cassian.
No, Ness and
That's my
Cassian are
end
fine,
game.
but Hunt and Bryce got ruined for me in Crescent City 3. I am a Hunt like I love Bryce. I like Bryce, but I was a Hunt
Why don't you
stan.
like them? Why'd they get
You all will have to go
ruined?
back and watch our Crescent City 3 episode because I was way more refreshed back then. It's been like a year and a half since I read that book, but or has it been? Yeah, it's been a year and a half. It's been a really long
Year and a
time.
half.
I just remember that like she just was really insensitive to Hunt and like everything that he went through and that book and like how he was tortured and like their reunion was really lackluster and how like she just didn't even like seem to really care about his torture or like listen to anything that he was having to say or like I don't know. She just really dismissed him a lot. I just
Yeah.
remember that. And so it kind of just it made me like fall in love with Hunt though because up until that moment I was a Rune stan through and through, but also that book kind of made me less Rooney and
Uh,
more Hunt. I am like all about the Hunt life now. Like that is my man in Crescent City for sure. 100%. Still love Bryce, but I just disagree with a lot of stuff that she was like doing. I think that book has a lot of things, but again, go watch our Crescent City 3 episode because I'm sure Refresh Val makes a lot more sense than I do right now. But I do love Hunt to my grave. I love that man.
yeah.
Okay. Next theory. Eris knows that Lucian is his half brother, and that's why he tries to protect him and their mom.
Yes. 100%. I think Eris is a lot kinder and a lot smarter than we give him credit for. Like he's definitely self-serving and he definitely likes himself a lot and is always going to look out for himself. But I think at the end of the day he's also always going to look out for his mom and Lucian, especially. I think he has a soft spot for Lucian.
Yeah,
So,
I think he does. And like, I
yeah.
think, yeah. Isn't Lucian the youngest as well?
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely, I don't
I think
know.
probably their mom shows Lucian some favor as well.
Yeah, I don't know if Eris knows that he's not his full brother. But I do believe that Eris is a lot gentler and kinder, and I do believe that he does look out for him. And maybe it's also could be just because he's the baby and he's
Yeah.
seen what he's gone through. I don't know, but interesting though.
I think Eris has more compassion than we give him credit for.
Okay, ready for this one?
Oh boy.
Bryce and Azriel are mates.
Mm-mm.
I think SJM confirmed that Hunt and her were
Endgame.
Endgame. But I
Well,
do
she
think it was
said
weird how the
that.
mates in Crescent City was very different. Like they just were like, I guess we're mates instead of like a mating bond. It's like very casual. So I don't know what that means for the future.
No, I
But I don't
think
think they're mates.
I don't know if I think Az and Bryce would be like really hot together. Don't get me wrong, like super steamy.
I'd rather read Bryce and Cassian.
I don't think so. Az is like a freak, and Bryce deserves that in her life.
Yeah.
So from what we've been told by SJM, he's a freak, and Bryce deserves that.
Yeah. I don't think they're mates.
Not that Cassian's not. I just think like
I mean,
Cassian's
put your
like,
hands on the headboard. I think she deserves that too.
oh, that's different. Like that's something. Gosh, I put way too many of these thoughts. Like these are intrusive thoughts that come out, and like we're just like I think I don't ever want to say this out loud and like this live on the internet forever. Like like I can handle put your hands on the headboard for the rest of my life. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
But like from what SJM has said about Asriel, I'm like, I don't know if I can handle that every night.
That's how I feel about Cassian,
Like
but yeah.
sometimes I just, I just need a little headboard action. But I don't need like the whole kit caboodle and everything else that comes with it. That's a special occasion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is why I'm like, oh, I would love Rune, but I'm like, gosh, Rune is like a kit and caboodle every time I feel like. And I'm like, sometimes you just need
A kitten
the headboard.
caboodle.
I'm trying to think of appropriate words and
Kitten
like
caboodle.
I think like while Resand
Yeah.
is really great, I think he's not that he's just too vanilla, but like I think he is a little he's not vanilla.
He is perfect for me. Perfect. I,
He's more like
and I'm not
I think he's
saying
more
I just
about
want
like
meat and potatoes. I like a little bit of spice. But I don't
you
think
like
I
a little
need but
seasoning.
I don't think I need I don't think I need all the kitten caboodles, and I don't need the size of all the things. I just need a little bit of, a little bit of spice, a little bit of do, 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 do.
I
Anyway.
don't know. Anyway,
Oh, I just
I
have something to say for the 2.5 people that are listening. If you are one of those people who have commented recently on the mating ceremony and have said, why are they looking down reading their lines? It is a ceremony. Do you not read your vows during a ceremony? It's a
Oh yeah,
ceremony.
we actually had really beautiful
Parchment paper that wasn't even shown
written
in the show.
yeah,
So now everyone thinks that you guys didn't know your lines. I
lines. I
cannot.
mean, and it was
I cannot.
beautiful parchment paper. Like Max had it beautifully read. I hand wrote it with like literally an ink pen. Um like an old
They are
fashioned ink pen.
mimicking
I
a wedding
hand
ceremony. They knew
yeah.
their lines. Please,
Yeah.
everyone.
I wish do I have it with me here? I don't know if I do.
It's like definitely giving me the pet peeve. I'm like, this is a wedding
Oh,
ceremony. Is
here's
that it?
Max's vows. Yep, here's Max's vows. Like quite literally, if you are looking at it, and you're watching, here are Max's vows.
Yes.
Um,
That's what he was looking at to mimic reading his vows, because Rhysand would not have remembered all his vows, or maybe he would have, but
Resam probably would have. But yeah,
well.
this night under the velvet blanket sky of our home, where stars who have longed to find each other fall.
Oh my god, I love him
Precious.
so much. Okay.
Anyway, so
Next
there's his
theory.
vows. So they
Next
were
theory.
written. Okay.
Okay. Nesta as the High Lady of Dustcourt.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Down for that. 100% agree. She's going to rule. She's going to rule.
That would be such a full circle like thing for her to go
Well, because her
from.
mom raised her. Like, you're going to marry into money and you're going to marry into this. Well, maybe she doesn't need to marry into it. Maybe she can just do it on her own.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm ready for an Elaine book. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That could work, I guess, but yeah, I don't know about that theory. Okay.
I was watching some interview the other day and SJM said like her favorite is Reese and Favor and they're going to have bigger parts coming back in the next book. And I was like, wait a second. Are we going to skip over Elaine? And I was like, hold
Oh, I don't know
the phone.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, exactly. I want like an Elaine book. And then like if we go from like Elaine to then like how she wrote Crescent City and then how she wrote Throne of Glass, like multiple POVs, I'm fine with that.
That'd be so fun.
I would love a multi POV ACOTAR book.
100%.
Like kind of a little bit. Silver Flames was kind of like that, but like not fully.
It was more just like half and half more than anything else. Cassian and Nesta. But it was also written in third person, which is much like her other books. But then it's like interesting because all the other ones of ACOTAR are first person. So I think that's what really threw me off about Silver Flames was like I was on this ACOTAR train of like first person, and then she's all of a sudden like third person, and I'm like, what? This isn't how Akatar was. Um, so I don't know. If Nesta's the High Lady of Duskcore, I won't be mad about it.
I think it would make sense.
It
I
could
think
make
she'd be great.
sense. She would probably be good.
I think she's empathetic, but she's also not afraid to rule with an iron fist. Like she'd be a fair and just ruler. And I think that'd be really great because then she can, you know, like work alongside the Valkyries there. The Dusk Court can maybe have their own army of
Yeah.
like Valkyrie women.
If the Dusk Court comes back.
Yeah, if it comes back.
Okay, Mama Archeron was a witch.
Yeah, duh. Or a Fae. Part Fae.
Really?
Mama Archeron was something. Oh, 100% she was. I have a whole theory that Mama Archeron's a Suriel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if it's that deep. I'm not quite sure.
Well, the girls are described as looking already Fae-like, just as human. They're
Yeah.
already Fae.
Yeah.
So they're described as looking Fae-like. They are also described, look at the door. They had like the word marks or the blessings on the door.
Oh, did they in their
You know what I
cabin?
mean? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Their mom hired someone to come put all these little like
Didn't
things
stop
like
Tamlin.
word mark. Well, yeah, to like ward off the Fae, essentially.
Didn't work.
It didn't work, but
It did not work.
but
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's why the cauldron gifted Elaine some like the seer abilities. I think that's why Nesta was strong enough to also not have Tamlin's like glamour work on her.
Yeah. I mean, that's potential.
Like there has to be like some sort of immunity. You know what
Or
I
it could be
mean?
like with, Bella, where it was just in her and that's like she was a shield.
But yeah,
I don't know. I just don't know how she tied all together. Like, what would be the point of the reveal? I guess it would only be maybe something to do with Elaine's journey. That would be cool. Like,
maybe.
maybe if it has some sort of impact on Elaine at this point, because Farrah's already done her journey. I feel like Nesta's done, whatever. So it would have to be like a something revealed to Elaine with her
Yeah.
mom. Otherwise, I don't really understand. I wouldn't really know the point of like that getting revealed at this point. Like, what does that do for us? Okay. Oh, and to tie into that, somebody said that Astron's baby survived, and it actually is Mama Archeron. I've never heard
That is
that.
the first time I've ever heard that theory,
That would be super cute and weird.
which would make Mama Artron like
A
half a
witch.
witch.
Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the evidence for that is. If you have some, please send it.
Yeah.
Very interested. Okay. That Elaine has the power of life and will resurrect Duskcourt with Nesta.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't really know about
I
that
don't
one.
know. I don't know about that one just because she's a seer. I wonder if that's when they use like Bryce. Sorry for yawning. Bryce and like the horn and everything else. I think they have actually, you know how like the dusk court is technically like trapped?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's
What if they
why.
need to like crack open a world and they need like a word key, like word, and that's what Aylin's gonna come in and just be like, "Hi, I've traveled through all these worlds,"
Interesting.
and Aylin will be the one to like crack open the dusk court.
Maybe. Or
Just a
Nesta.
thought.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Or all three of them. What if it's just like instead of like Feyre, Bryce, and Aelin, it's like Nesta, Bryce, and Aelin.
It could be. I mean, she had Nesta go on that journey instead of, anybody else in
And Nesta
C3.
also can wield
The
all
dread
of like the
troves.
heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the harp lets you like kind of time travel. So I wonder if they could use the harp and yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay, this one's interesting. Farah becoming Fae was her doing the drop.
Yes.
Oh?
Yeah, Rhysand was her anchor. That's why he heard her, and that was her anchor.
I've never heard of this or thought of this before. But I guess my only thing with that is like she was made Fae due to all the Fae High Lords giving her drops of her power,
So
and
she
then
had to
she
like
made the
settle
drop.
into the, yeah, like she had to come back. Like she had the
Mm.
choice to come back. Like she actively says like I, he's like I clung to that bond, not the bargain. But it was like she's like I went home, like I just went like there. And she was holding on to it and clinging on to it. So like that was her
Mm.
anchor, was Rhysand, and was their bond, their mating bond was their anchor.
I've never thought of it
So
that way.
yeah. I think
Wow.
Nesta's anchor is Elaine. That Elaine made it out the first time. I don't know who Elaine's anchor is. I would love to find that out and like kind of figure that out.
But do you
But
even
I
have
think
to make the
Nesta's,
drop? Like other Fae are just
well,
born
when
Fae
they
and
were in the cauldron. But I think like that's what I'm saying. Like when
so
you're
if you're
made
made, you
Fae,
have to make the drop.
maybe yeah. I feel like, and
Interesting.
because I think Nesta's like anchor was my sister Elaine needs me. She's out there.
Mm-hmm.
She needs me. And I
Yeah,
think
it's
that was her
very
anchor.
interesting to what Elaine's anchor would be.
I know.
Hmm.
Just a theory, just a
Yeah,
thought.
I would really want to know what you guys' thoughts are on that. What Elaine's anchor would be, and if you think that they were making the drop as well. But I can definitely now see, based on what you're saying, that like Farah did make the drop, and she brought was able to come back up because of Reese. That's very interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, the Oracle in
Because
Crescent.
we know
Oh,
that Danica, oh, sorry,
yeah, go
Danica
ahead.
was Bryce's anchor
Right,
technically, even though Danica was already gone
right.
and had already passed. So I wonder if, like, maybe,
We don't know what happened to
they're
Elaine.
in the cauldron. And what if it was her mom? And, like, she got to see her mom as, like, a seer. Oh, I just got chills. What if, like, the cauldron, like, gifts her something? And I wonder if, like, her mom was her anchor and her mom, like, she got to see her mom.
That would be
Maybe.
nuts. That would be
Hmm.
nuts. And that's like where it's revealed to us like the mom was like a witch or something.
Or the mom was a seer, like, I
And the
also had
mom was
these powers
something.
to Elaine, and I'm passing it on to you.
Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay. Um Another theory, the Oracle in Crescent City is somehow related to Elaine. They have the same voice
Probably.
actor.
They had the same what?
Voice actor, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I don't know.
I mean, oracles, seers are all similar, so I feel like
Yeah, there's
it's
some sort
kind
of
of like
connection.
calling, yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
This one really, really screwed me up. And I shared it on our story the other day, but two people said this that Moore was pregnant with Cassian's baby, and that's why they
Oh, I've
put the
heard
nails
this.
through her womb. And to extend that theory, it's that not only that, but her power is truth. And it's really that she can make people not be able to tell the truth. And that's why Eris can't say what actually happened. And I was
Mm.
like, fuck, that's deep.
Yeah, I've heard that more being pregnant. I've heard that theory. I could see that, and I feel like I saw somewhere like she didn't tell Cassian that she was actually pregnant.
I don't think she would have. Yeah.
No, he would have gone nuts. I think he would have, like, you killed my unborn child. Like,
Yeah. Well, I
I
don't
think
think
Cassian,
well, yeah, nuts on the people who did it to her. Yeah.
absolutely. He would
Yeah.
have, the Autumn Court, it would have started a whole, and she knows probably, like, oh my gosh,
There
he could
is
not,
more
he's great,
there.
but
Like when you think about like the fact that Eris says in Akasif. Now I want to find it because this has stumped me for like so much. So much. This is like honestly, this was like my favorite part of the whole book was his conversation with Eris at the end.
oh,
Um
Cassian. And he's like, you're not
yeah.
a half bad male or something like that.
Why, Cassian said, why did you leave more in the woods that day? Was it just to impress your father? Eris barked a laugh, harsh and empty. Why does it still matter to you? Why does it still matter to all of you so much? Cassian says, because she's my sister and I love her. Eris said, I didn't realize Illyrians were in the habit of fucking their sisters. Fair. Cassian growled. It still matters, he ground out, because it doesn't add up. You know what a monster your father is and want to usurp him. You act against him in the best interest of not only the Autumn Court, but also of all of the fairy lands. You risk your life to ally with us, and yet you left her in the woods. Is it guilt that motivates all of this because you left her to suffer and die? Golden flame simmered in Eris's gaze. I didn't realize I'd be facing another interrogation so soon. Cassian says, give me a goddamn answer. Eris crossed his arms and winced, as if whatever injuries lay beneath his immaculate clothes ached. You're not the
Oh
person I
yeah.
want to explain myself to. Cassian said, I doubt more will want to listen. Maybe not. Eris shifted on his feet and grimaced again. But you and yours have more important things to think about than ancient history. My father is furious that his ally is dead, but he's not deterred. Koschei remains in play, and Baron might very well be stupid enough to establish an alliance with him too. I hope that whatever Morrigan is doing in Valhallan, or Valahan, whatever the fuck it's called, will counteract the damage my father will unleash. Cassian had heard enough. He wanted to return home to the house to Nesta. His blah 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 blah, his mate. He said something about marrying that. And then he says, let's see. Says to Eris, you know, Eris, he said, a hand wrapping around the doorknob. I think you might be a decent male, deep down trapped in a terrible situation. He looked over his shoulder and found Eris's gaze blazing again. But only pity stirred in his chest, pity for a male who had been born into riches but had been destitute in every way that truly mattered, in every way that Cassian had been blessed. So Cassian said, I grew up surrounded by monsters. I've spent my existence fighting them, and I see you, Eris. You're not one of them, not even close. I think you might even be a good male. You're just too much of a coward to act like one. This whole exchange is my favorite part of this whole book, which is insane because it's literally the last couple pages of the book. But it's breadcrumbs. It's just such breadcrumbs that like Sarah's giving us. But I don't know. Like I feel
I
like
totally
there's
forgot
something there. Hmm?
Baron might side with Koschei.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Well, this just took me down a spiral.
But
That's all I could think of. You're talking, and once you said that, I was like,
oh yeah.
what's happening in book 6 now? Book 6 is going to be Baron. That was literally how Sarah ends Silver Flames, essentially. That's how we know that's going to happen now. It's going to be Baron and the Autumn Court, and Lucian's going to have to go after his brother, his dad. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if Lucian's mom dies and Lucian's like, no, not my mom, or something happens, and then
I mean, there's got to be another big bad, right? If she's gonna have more books in ACOTAR, there's got to be another big bad. We already saw the finale in Crescent City 3, which was so upsetting. So there's got to be another big bad. Baron has always kind of been teetering, right? So it's gonna come to a head. I mean, Eris has been secretly plotting against him this whole time, trying to usurp him, trying to take over. So there's a lot here. I mean, there's so much, but to the theory that Moore was pregnant with Cassian's child, I do think. I mean, you even see it here, which is really interesting. That even though he's made it to Nesta, and even though you know he, you just see there's this connect, like more like Cassian and Azriel. They just are like really care about more. And the fact that he's like really questioning him again and like trying to get answers, it's just very interesting conversation. Very interesting
I'm kind of
conversation.
sitting here like, do you think we're going to lose Eris?
No,
No, we're not going to lose him.
we can't lose him. I
We
I
can't lose Eris.
I don't think we're gonna lose Eris.
I don't think so.
But I do think that we're going to that like Sarah's been hiding this ball. The fact that she put this conversation here, like she's been hiding this ball about more in the woods and everything for so long, it's gonna come out what the truth is. And I do think that
I could see her power being able to
stop people from
avoid people
saying
from
the
saying the
truth.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, or manipulate the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that because she even has a hard time accepting her own truth,
Mhm.
which is like her sexuality and everything. So she has a hard time accepting her own truth. So I could definitely see her, you know.
Yeah, I feel like he can't say it. I feel like he can't say the truth in this moment.
Well,
He
he
can't.
winces. Yeah, because he says he winces and he's
Well, he can't. He can't. He
like,
can't.
like there's something holding him back.
He can't tell her. He cannot tell Cassian the truth, nor does he want to or feel like he needs to explain it to him. Um, but it's really interesting. Nonetheless, I'm that is like one of my Roman empires of silver flames, and the reason why I don't completely like just that's still like a good book, obviously, because it's got a lot
Would
of good
that
stuff
be
in. But that's my
your
Roman Empire right
would
there.
that be your like want to do scene from Silver Flames? Like would you ever want to do that scene?
100%, I would love to do that scene.
Like as like a mini scene?
I would love to do a mini scene of Cassian and Eris's conversation to highlight that.
Yeah.
And I would also love to do a mini scene of Morrigan and getting saved and all of that. But we just don't know. I don't know if we know enough to do that yet. So we don't know what
Yeah.
actually happened. You know, we would only be able to do the saving her part. We don't know anything leading up to it. So I would be almost afraid to do it if it changed later on.
Yeah.
But I wonder if she was pregnant. Um, I don't know. I can't think of why Eris would leave her in the woods to die. I just don't know. But it's a really crazy theory. And I think it would really shake things up for sure. So yeah, I don't know. I think that theory about Morgan though is it's tangible. It's definitely possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the realm. And there's a whole lot there that I really hope Sarah will reveal, especially for me personally, now that I like very attached to Morgan and her story and her journey. I really need to know what's going on. Um, okay. Another common theory, I think we both agree on this, is that Reese Sand is Volg.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's definitely Vogue. Yeah.
Which is kind of disgusting.
But I think I don't know.
Oh my god. This one. I heard a good one that Lucian is actually Tamlin shifted. Wait. Wait.
What? But they are in the same room. They can't be two places at once.
But like later, maybe when they're not together.
I know Tamlin can shapeshift, but can he only shapeshift into animals? And like shapeshift other people into animals? Because if that's the case, like this man could be doing some big, like you know how Feyre
Well, like
like shapeshifted
Lysandra,
as into Ianthe,
he's like Lysandra. She can shapeshift into.
and Feyre, you know what? Wait, Feyre's shapeshifting abilities came from Tamlin, and she shapeshifted into Ianthe. Tamlin could totally this entire time have been like if he wanted to, he could be playing double agent. He could be shapeshift into whoever he wants.
Why have we
Wow.
never considered this?
What? Not even the fact that he'd be Lucian, because Lucian's off with like Jurian and Vasa and all that kind of stuff. I don't think he'd be Lucian, but like I also don't think Tamlin I thought he's not smart, but or I just don't think he's cunning enough to do that. I don't think he's a very cunning guy. I think Tamlin's
I
very
think he
like
is. He double
I don't think
agented
he's
with
that kind of
Hybern, and he was
yeah, but
very.
I don't think he reminds me of like John
I
Smith
don't
from
think he has the
Pocahontas.
energy at this point. I think he's depressed and
No,
defeated, but maybe that's just what he wants us to think.
maybe. And then maybe we're gonna find out that he's been like dressing up and shape shifting as like all these other people.
That's like terrifying that shapeshifters exist because they could literally be like how Lysandra was pretending to be Aelin. They could literally be
Mm-hmm.
anybody. They could literally infiltrate. I, I don't even know. I really don't even know. But that's crazy. And I never really considered that as him
I
using
never
it for that.
considered that him just being able to shapeshift into other people.
Right.
I always thought it was animals, but then now that I'm thinking about it, Feyre is shapeshifting into Ianthe. Sorry, my daughter is literally kicking my stomach so
That's
bad right
fine.
now. Whew.
But that's why like he can
Um,
shapeshift other people to look like other people too. So what if
and
he
like
shapeshift
wolves.
Lucian to look like him and him to look like Lucian? I mean, that's crazy, but it could. He could have.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of
Just
work.
to get a little closer to Elaine.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know. That's an interesting one though. So
it's
thank
a
you for
really
that.
interesting
Thank you for
theory.
that, people. That was great. Okay. Last theory is that Morgan might be the betrayer, which I don't think is true. I think it's Elaine.
I think it's Elaine, but it's not going to betray us like we think. It's not
I
like
agree.
big bad Coach J betrayal. It's just like, I'm going to go run off and
Rejection
leave.
of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's not going to be a full betrayal forever.
All right, now for some quotes.
Okay. Anyway, let us know what
Oh
your
yeah.
favorite theory was in the
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah, please. Those were good. You guys were really awesome. Okay.
And
Who's
if we have any like missing notes on the theories, like if you're like, oh, you should, but this would make sense and this backs this theory up because of X, Y, and Z, send it our way. Love to chat about it.
I agree. All right. We'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
I don't think you'll ever get this one. It's so okay, never mind. Be happy, Farah.
Tamlin.
Damn it. Okay.
That's Stephen Walker's dream scene.
And then this one, don't let the hard days win and only you can decide what breaks you.
Ah, more.
More. I should probably honestly get that tattooed on my body.
You
Am
probably
I
should.
that
I was
attached to
literally
my
just thinking
character?
about
Am
that.
I that attached? She is a good quote.
I mean, I'm contemplating getting tattoos with the sisters, so
Right. We should get little WGs on there somewhere. Tiny little,
behind our
yeah,
ears.
tiny little WGs. To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered.
Resand.
You do not fear, you do not falter, you do not yield.
Oh, that's Aelin, right?
I
You do not yield.
I think yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is. I am the rock against which the surf crashes.
Nesta and Gwen and the
Oh, good
Valkyries.
for you. You're doing great.
Thank you.
I'll be I'll be with you every step of the way. Just don't lock me out.
Is that Hunt? Lock me out, lock me out.
I
Who is
think
it?
it's Cassian. It says Cassian in the
Maybe.
quote. Okay.
Wow, how did I not know that's the love of my life? Sorry.
Let's see.
Whew. My child is having a party in my belly right now.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Okay. The darkness becomes what the bearer wishes it to be, needs it to be, not bad or good. I have no idea.
I want to say the bone carver.
Could be.
Could be wrong.
Oh, the person said I couldn't fit the whole quote, but that's the some of it. Okay. This one's pretty easy. I would like to build a garden. After all of this, I think the world needs more gardens.
Elaine.
Leave this world a better place than you found it.
True.
True.
Surreal.
True. Be glad of your human heart, Farah. Pity those who don't feel anything at all. I think it's
Isn't
Reese.
that. Yeah, it is Reese.
I'm getting
Or is
her
it
back.
Tamlin? Is that Tamlin that actually says that?
I don't know.
I think. Mirror, 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 mirror. It might be Reese.
Don't
Be
let her
glad you're
see you
human.
break. Are you looking it up?
I am.
Oh, the internet for the win.
Oh, it says it is Reese. Okay.
Oh,
That's cute.
hey, here's a long one.
Oh boy.
You'll get this. She hadn't realized that such beauty existed in the world, that she might feel so full from the wonder it could hurt, like her body couldn't contain all of it. The world was beautiful, and she was so grateful to be in it, to be alive, to be here, to see this.
Is that Feyre?
Yes, that's Farah. Found Starfall. Good
Precious.
job. Okay, last one. That's the key, isn't it? To know that the darkness will always remain, but how you choose to face it, handle it, that's the important part. To not let it consume, to focus upon the good, the things that fill you with wonder.
Is that more?
Mm-mm.
Who is it?
Jane. She
Amarin.
says that. She
Oh.
says that to Nesta.
Mm.
Yep. And there it is.
This is a fun little episode.
Wasn't it? I really,
It was a
yeah,
fun little episode.
it was
It
really
was
good.
nice.
I really liked it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. It was very random, but I have some crazy things to think about now. A lot of things to think about now.
I'm supposed to go to bed because I have to be up in a couple hours for work, and all I can think of is like Baron and Koschei. And now I'm like, fuck. What's this senile asshole gonna do? The self
Yeah.
righteous senile asshole named Baron. He's not senile, but I just think of him as senile.
Hmm.
I don't know why, because he's old.
He's just an asshole. He's just an abusive, like, like just asshole. But
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have a lot to think about the Tamlin shape shifting, about pregnancy, about Eris, about Koschei, like about Elaine seeing her mom, about the drop. Like there's just so much here that like I never even have considered before. And I'm just like, fuck. These SJM books are insane. They're insane. There's so much here. And then she
I
like
would
gives
love
us
to
the
have
book and
lunch with
she's like,
Sarah.
you were all wrong. Ha ha ha. Guess
Nothing that
what?
you guys thought
Guess
actually
what?
would happen.
Yeah. So um, also, just a note for our people over on Facebook, please be kind. Please be kind. Thank you. It's been hard. It's been rough over there. We have not been over there in our entire time, and we're starting to kind of blow up a little bit over there. Please be kinder. We see all your
It's,
comments. We see them all. We see them. We see them.
yeah, we do, but it's,
I know. It's hard. I know. And people say, well, you put yourselves out there. So you know, that's what happens when you put yourselves out there. Like people are not allowed to have opinions, and it's like I get it. Like it's maybe it's not for you, but it's still you can still lead with kindness.
mhm,
No matter what you
absolutely.
do. And would you say that to someone's face? And maybe if the answer is yes, then like I don't know what to say to that because that's also just not very nice. I wouldn't say those things to somebody.
I guess the way I look at it is I just could never imagine saying those things online. I could not
Yeah.
imagine saying those things out of my mouth. I could not imagine feeling anything like that about anyone. Like I don't know. I guess I I think we're both like we like to look at the world with rose-colored glasses. Like, okay, have fun. Like to each their own.
Hmm.
Bye. Like, you know what? If it's making them happy, like I'm just gonna be over here minding my business. Like, like it makes someone else happy. That's fine. Good
Yeah.
for them. Like,
Yeah.
keep doing you, boo boo. You know
Yeah.
what? Like,
I think what's really hard
you're
is
not
like people
harming
don't know us
anyone.
on Facebook yet. And so
No.
that's like even worse. Like we've cultivated these communities on Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube where people have kind of seen us grow and they've seen the growth, they've seen the progression. And these people on Facebook are just now seeing like where we are at now and they're just like, that's not good enough. And it's like that sucks. Like they don't, and I feel like they
It
don't know us. They don't
does.
know our community. They don't know the hard work. They don't know, they haven't seen all the efforts and the crowdfunding, and they haven't seen us go through it to get to where we are. And so I think that that's the
They're just
problem.
not lucky enough to be part of our community yet. That's all.
Yeah.
They're just not part of the community yet, and they'll get there
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah. So
Because like this community of people is just something special,
so
something extra, and
special.
something wonderful.
We love you guys so
So
much, by the way. Thank you guys for
yeah,
listening. And we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Comment down below all of your fun favorite theories. If we got any of the quote answers wrong, let us know. Um, and yeah, just comment whatever you're thinking, whatever's on your mind. So, but yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully, we'll see.
yeah. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, on another episode of Whimsy Gossip. So I love you, Taylor.
Love you,
Okay,
Val. Love you guys.
bye.
Bye.